Guys, please welcome to the stage the wonderful Elle Newlands. Sit yourself down on my couch. Welcome to my living room. How are you doing? Have you enjoyed Insomnia?
I am having the most amazing time. This is a fantastic gaming festival, and everyone is so lovely. And I cried watching that because I always cry.
I was going to say, like, it still elicits that same reaction from you every time.
Absolutely. I mean, the writing for Apex Legends is exceptional, and the fact that every single legend gets this kind of introduction, like we all get like it's called Stories from the Outlands, and we get this like lore trailer before they drop our legend. It's incredible. So,
what was it like when you were, you're not allowed to say a lot when you first take the role, but when you were allowed to actually say something online, did it just go absolutely mad when you announced Horizon?
Yeah, because Respawn, who are the game devs that make the game, they always they have the most incredible social media, and so they always announce us. They actually announce the actors, and so the community gets to meet the actor behind the legend. And so yeah, I think I had 500 followers, and then I was just watching it go up and up and up. And so like the response, this character came out during the pandemic, and so I think everyone was like weary and scared, and like, so she became like Space Mom is what they call her. And so it was like she sort of became like I don't know, it was like a very inspiring story for the time in the world. So I got lucky. I just ride this train all the way.
I mean, I know that the fans, when you meet them over weekends like this, they'll tell you about their connection to the character and things, but I wanted to know what your connection was to Horizon, like personally. How did you feel reading that script when you watched that? How did you feel? How were you connected?
I cry every time I talk about this.
Sorry. This is early. It's a bit early for a cry.
It's absolutely fine.
Okay.
So when they gave me the script for that specific video that you just showed, I did cry because I didn't know what was coming. And so when I learned her origin story, that she is an astrophysicist who is betrayed by her best friend, who's also her colleague. She goes through a black hole, she comes back 87 years later, and her 5-year-old son is gone. Like, everybody that she's left, Olympus is her planet, it's gone, it's like devastated. And just like being able to like go through that journey with her at that time in the world. Again, it was 2020, and it was like scary, and we were all just locked down, and there was this virus, and it's like to be able to like to live this character and to go through her arc and her ups and downs, and as an actor to get to be emotional, and like to be able to play a video game character that has so many layers. She's very smart, she's funny, she's quippy, but she also has this extremely tragic backstory. So there's always this like layer to her. And then when they brought Ash, who is it turns out that's Ash is the character that's her nemesis. So that became a whole arc where you actually got to see Horizon really angry. So it's like I've got to play like all these different. So she means the world to me. She really does. This is probably the character that I've connected with the most on a real deep emotional level.
You've been working over in LA for years as an actor. You've even done a bit of stand-up. You've done it all. You've done loads of stuff, and you've had a really great career. But being part of that Apex Legends community, it's something a wee bit different in terms, like gaming communities are really, really strong. They're really loyal. How did they sort of bring you in? How did you feel when the community sort of brought you in?
I mean, I love gaming communities and fandoms, and I love D&D, and like it's just like everything has a special place, like you said. But for me, it was a time in my life where I was very lost. I was going through a lot of personal stuff in addition to the pandemic, and they embraced me. They embraced my character. They embraced me, and they made me feel so special. Still do, and I to this day, it's like my entire Instagram is like dedicated to like you know, the communities and the games that I'm in. So I just love it. I just feel very blessed. I'm very lucky.
What kind of things have the fans been telling you this weekend then?
Well, I got to go last night to ALGS, which is happening.
I was going to ask you, you showed me a wee video last night where you felt a bit teary. Can you tell us what happened last night?
So I went over as a fan, and then obviously because I was there, they said, would you like to do a little broadcast quickly? And so I said, sure. And so they put me on the main stage, and I just started bawling. Like, I was crying so hard because, I don't know, I've been in this game for 3 years, and Horizon she's quite highly picked for the pros. Like, she's a movement character, and she's very strong, so like she's picked by the pros, so she's kind of featured quite heavily in the championship right now in the finals. And so to get to see it was like this weird full circle moment where I was like, oh, this is why I do this. These people and this game and this whole thing that's happening right now, that's what this is about. And it was really, really overwhelming and humbling and just really beautiful. And I'll never forget it for as long as I live. And you know, Chris Duggan, who from Insomnia, like, he helped set this up, and I've made core memories for the rest of my life, and you know, getting to meet everyone and just being here.
I know. I don't want you, I'm sorry. I don't have any tissues here, and I'm not trying to make you cry. I'm so sorry. Elle's very emotional. Like, she's got a big heart. She's such an emotional person. Elle, like, tell me, in terms of playing the game. Like, I am terrible at Apex Legends. I'm a gamer, right? But I cannot play a game like Apex Legends. I'm not very good. What about you? You must have picked it up in your time with playing Horizon.
Yeah, so when Ben Prendergast came in as Fuse, he came to my house and helped me set up my PS5, and he's like, all right, mate, we're gonna, you know, he's Australian. He's like, all right, mate, we're gonna set this set up, and then I'm like, great, and then he left me, and I just I couldn't get out the gun range. I'm like, this is so complicated, and I'm terrible at it, but I'm in Diablo 4 as the female necromancer, and like, they gave me a copy of the game for that. I'm like, and I'm actually quite good at her, but Apex, it's a learning curve. It's a big learning curve.
Let's talk about Diablo 4. That must have been quite fun. When you got that roll through, are you allowed to really put your own flavor into something like that, no matter how big or small the rolls are, kind of thing?
Yeah, so for that one specifically, they wanted like a Benedict Cumberbatch from, is it, oh no, I've forgotten, like Sherlock? Is it, no, what's he in? They wanted because she's a necromancer, so she's very flat. And it was hard for me because, so I booked the Necromancer and Horizon in the same very short span of time in 2020, and I started recording both of them, and Horizon's very like, hello darlings, you know, she's up here, and it's like, you know, and then the Necromancer is very flat, and very British, and very serious, and so it's like, you know, trying to play them, both those characters. And JB is, he plays Caustic in Apex Legends. He was also my voice director for Diablo. And so, you know, he had to kind of like, it was like having to bring me down, and he's amazing. He kept reminding me like the differences in the characters. So it's very fun.
How are you with accents? Because you're the female necromancers.
Yes. I mean, I play a lot of different, that's kind of one of my, strong suits is like my dialects and like my character work. So yeah,
So I do a terrible American accent, as my Twitch community know. I'm always trying. I think I can't get past yo, it's me, yo. Like, I can't get past that. Like, or oh my god, like that's.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So I want you to give me some tips.
Okay.
All right. So when I move over to LA, which is very, very soon.
Yes.
Give me some tips. What's a general American accent? How would you, if I was to say, hi, I'm Claire, this is a WeChat, how would you?
So first of all, you would say, hey, guys.
Hey.
I'm Claire.
Hey. I want to say yo. I really do just want to say yo. Hey, I'm Claire.
And I do a WeChat.
And this is a WeChat. Is that it? Is that all right? Yeah. Thank you for the applause. I know you're just being nice. Everyone's like, Well done, all right.
You're gonna have to get used to the different words, though.
I always think, I say this on Twitch as well, it's the dropping of the T's and the S's.
Yeah.
And things like that.
For sure.
Do you find when you go home that you become more Scottish when you go back home?
Well, funnily enough, a couple of people this weekend have said to me, wow, your Scottish accent for Horizon is amazing. And I'm like, oh, I'm from Glasgow. And they're like, oh, I thought you were American. Because I think my accent, and I was hearing it a little like, I've become so, it's like round, like you said, things have rounded off. I mean, if I start talking like that for Glasgow, right, it's like, come on, like.
No one's going to understand.
There's a wee can of Jeggy Brew in that. Come on, like, but I can't talk like that for Horizon, so you know.
I'd love that. I'd love to see like a script where Horizon, like, you know, falls out the garage at like 3 a.m. and she's looking for some chips and cheese, like
chips and brown sauce.
Yeah, no, totally.
He's a square piece.
A can of brew, please,
And a tatty scone.
And a tatty scone. So I would love to see that. I'd absolutely love
I
to
would
see
too.
that.
We need to make that canon.
So you're here for the rest of the weekend, and also you're going up to Scotland as well. What are you doing in Scotland then?
Yeah, I'm just like I'm actually going to Scotland very, very briefly.
Yes.
And then I'm going to Spain. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, what would you like to say to the fans here at Insomnia?
I'm just really grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting every aspect of gaming, and let's keep doing it.
Can we have a round of applause for Elle? Now, Elle, I want you to stay here. You're going to be here for the duration of the show.
For _Ben, yeah.
Yeah, underscore.
Yeah.
Guys, before we introduce our next guest, let's watch this. Roll VT.
Ready?
What do you think?
I'd heard rumors that you'd survived.
Lord Rosfield, I've been looking for you for a very long time.
I'll tear you apart with my bare hands!
Try it.
Now die! You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. I thought I was ready for this.
I know, but we will face it together.
Good talk, yeah?
Let's shut him up.
I am a shield of Rosaria, and I will do my duty. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
Please make a lot of noise for the wonderful Mr. Ben Starr. There he is. Hello, Ben. It's lovely to see you. Please sit down.
Hello.
Hello, love.
For
Darling, how are you?
Ben, you're almost the same color as the couch.
I know. I thought I'd come as couch today.
We can only see your legs and your head.
Yeah, that's me.
That's literally it. Ben is coming down off a sugar high.
I am.
Why is that, Ben?
So, last night we went out to a bar and they had a Final Fantasy themed drink there called the Final Fantarita,
That's
which
it.
was tequila and Fanta. And I had 6 of them.
What?
So when I'm on brand, guys. I'm on brand. I love Fanta. I love tequila. And I think Final Fantasy's okay.
Yes.
So I just had loads of them. They were really delicious, and I just kept ordering them.
Amazing.
I woke up this morning not hungover, just on this massive, massive sugar high.
Just
That's
like
taking me-
shaking in your bed. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ben.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Final Fantasy XVI.
Let's.
because you have been everywhere promoting the games.
Yes.
It's gone a bit mad. Like, how are you feeling? Like, it's just exploded.
I think I'm shameless, and that's why I'm here. I love this franchise because it changed my life, and I think that I just kind of want to spread the love a little bit, and I love talking about it. And I'm never going to get this opportunity again to do this, so why not just talk about it? I'm also a huge fan of people in the games industry, so I'm just using this as like an excuse to go and hang out with people that I like. And I'm just like the weird geeky fan that goes up to people and say, I've listened to your podcast for 7 years. Please, can I talk to you? So yeah, it's been really fun.
And you were a big fan of the franchise already.
Huge fan. You know, we all have our franchises that we love. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, whatever. Final Fantasy is that for me. Each one of them is like a moment in my life when it comes out. My life would stop. I've had people come up to me today and say, you know, when Final Fantasy XVI came out, I took the day off work. Well, that is me. I did that for Final Fantasy 15. I bought the deluxe edition. I took the day off work. I watched Kingsglaive. I watched Brotherhood the night before in preparation for it. I took my life off. I said to all my friends, goodbye, and I just played it. And it's kind of crazy because this one's kind of been ruined for me, so I didn't get to play it in the same way. But I'm really excited for when Final Fantasy 17 comes out, that I can kind of go back to being a fan again. So yeah, it's cool.
And like Elle, you know, you were working on Clive for a long time.
Yes.
Before we even knew about it.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it must be frustrating for you both because you can't tell anyone, you can't say a bloody thing.
Yeah.
So how do you kind of cope with that kind of like?
I don't think you cope with it very well. It's like you're simmering with excitement for an extended period of time, and especially it's like how much this meant to me. It also took up a huge amount of my time. So when people are asking what I was doing, I'm like, can't tell you, and that's a frustrating thing because you have this big blank spot between 2019 and 2023. What have you been doing? Can't tell you. And it's just this, and it was so full on. It wasn't just like you go into the booth for a couple of hours. It was, at times, every single day, sometimes 8 hours a day of full on recording. And I became this zombie. I'd turn up to work every single day. I'd go to the same coffee shop. We became really good mates with the barista. What are you doing today? Same thing. And yeah, I ended up living at the place basically where I was recording it.
I've always wondered, it's a question for both of you actually, like when you're intensely, you know, working on certain characters for such a prolonged period of time and you're in that mindset, do you go home and find yourself, you know, like, you know, talking to your friends or your partner and going, would you like a cup of tea or whatever, and you go, oh no, Sean, like that's not me. You find yourself in that mindset. Is it hard to get out of?
Do you?
Of being in the character?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say for me, I mean, Horizon loves a wee cup of tea, so I don't know. I think like I generally tend to find that I switch off.
Right.
I mean, when I come to places like this, it's like you start to live it again, right? But you know, especially like because, like Ben said, we work on things for such a long time, but we're also working on other things. Yeah. So for me, it's more of a problem that sometimes I can't get into the. I'm like, oh, can I get a playback on what I did last time because I've forgotten what the character sounds like, you know? Because you get the nuances.
Yeah.
So even if you're doing it for a long time like that, you will have spaces between, and then you have to be reminded.
Clive kind of has a sexier way of talking than me, and I would sometimes like ask for the milk, but as Clive.
To your partner.
Yeah. So Naomi is a wonderful human, but she was very frustrated by me being, Naomi, can you please get me the forks? And and she's like, Ben, you're doing it. I'm like, I'm so sorry. So, yeah, it did happen a lot. And she would really take the piss out of me, which I really enjoyed.
I would like to see that at home with Clive.
Yeah.
Just like, what would Clive be like at home?
I think he would do I think he'd be incredibly meticulous with the things that he'd do. And I'm not talking kind of like American Psycho, like everything lined up. I just think he'd like things in the right place.
Right, okay.
And if he was living with his brother Joshua, then it would be like, I think Joshua would be messy and all over the place, but Clive would very much be like, please put those things away, you know, bit of a square. And then out on the town, he gets absolutely wrecked. You know, like complete life together, goes out, has a drink, and is passed out on the street somewhere and gets carried home.
I want to see it. I want to see Horizon falling out the garage at 3 a.m. and I want to see it at home with Clive.
I think what's happened in this scenario is both of you have just described who we are as people. You haven't described the characters, and it both consists of us being absolutely wasted at 2 a.m. in some garage.
And going for a wee cheeky Nando's.
Exactly.
And a cheeky Nando's at the end. I wanted to talk about streaming because I was actually curious, Ben. Like, would you be tempted to stream Final Fantasy XVI?
No. I would. So I technically did. In fact, Anna is in the audience right there.
Yes.
Anna and I did a stream a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, let's say that. And we had. So Anna is an incredible streamer and great friend, and is also in Final Fantasy XVI, plays Doris. And she said, "Would you like to come round and play the game?" And I realized it would be the first time that I have physically actually had my hands on it.
Oh.
And Anna is so talented, and what I realized is I am not talented at streaming. Anna left me alone for 3 minutes, and all hell broke loose.
Oh, no.
I'd completely broken it. I was like, what do I do? What do I say? Hello, thank you for the bits. It was like, what is this? And I'd be like talking nonsense. And then Anna would just be like, thank you this, and playing the game at the same time, and this, and this. And what you guys do, I think, is such a skill and such a talent that a lot of people take for granted. You can't just play a game, you have to build and grow a community. Yeah. And I don't think I have the attention span for that. So I'm going to be lazy and jump on everyone else's stream and just play it with them.
That is fine. It's a form of madness, isn't it? It's an actual form of madness. Anyone that streams here knows it's an actual form of madness. What about you, Elle? Have you ever been tempted to jump on stream, just play a game or chat to people?
So Johnny Young, who plays Crypto in Apex, he's a streamer, and so I've jumped on Johnny's stream quite a lot, and he does that. He will, like you're saying, he's like playing the game, and he's like talking to me, but he's playing the game, and I'm like, how are they doing that? So in the Apex community, we have like an incredibly supportive base, and so I have had people. You know, somebody built a Discord. I have a whole Discord server for me. A bunch of us, the Legends, have. So it's like I have a Discord server which someone else like runs, and like, and I did start. I have a Twitch account, and I did start to try, but I wouldn't. My whole thing is I'm going to start streaming, but I'm not going to be game streaming. I'm just going to be doing like
Chit-chat.
just chatting. Yeah,
Got you.
the just chatting, because I recently, is it okay if I talk about something that's not related to gaming?
You can talk about anything you want, yes.
Shut up, no.
No, this
They
is
are
a
here
gaming
for the
festival.
games and the games only. How dare you? This is Insomnia the Gaming Festival. Have some dignity. I'm so sorry.
Thanks, Ben, thanks. As you were, Elle.
So like during the pandemic, while I was doing Apex and Diablo, I also got my certification as it's a very strange title, but I'm an equine assisted life coach. So I work with horses and people, and I coach people, and so which is completely not related to acting. It's more therapeutic. And so the chat that I'm like, the stuff that I'm sort of moving towards is more like therapy based and like helping people and like trying to uplift.
With horses.
Well, I probably won't bring my horse into my house for that, but like
I'd love to see that.
In my head, and honestly, it sounds amazing what you're doing. In my head, it is you and a horse and a person who needs therapy having a three-way conversation with each other.
yes. My horse is from Argentina.
Yeah.
So I imagine she's kind of sassy. So I'm sure she'd have a lot to say if she was given the chance to be put on camera. So I understand how weird that all sounds, but
Sounds great.
But for me, as a streamer, it's not going to be game related or industry related. It's going to be more human related.
I love that. Watch this space, you guys. And watch this space for various streams that Ben might jump on.
Maybe you'll come on mine with my horse.
I've also been such a creep. Like, if you have been playing the game, I probably have watched your stream at some point, and every now and again I'll jump into people's chats.
You'd be like-
There's a lovely streamer the other day who was doing it, and I just decided to watch them. They went, Ben, if you're watching, and I went, I am.
That's not creepy at all, Ben.
Yes, it is very creepy, and I get it, but I'm trying to make it charming. But yeah, I did that, and it's really fun to watch people play the game that you've worked really hard on.
Yeah.
I love that. Guys, please give a big round of applause for Ben and Elle. They're just going to stick with us, but round of applause. Now, Elle has been on my Twitch talk show before,
Yes, I have.
so Elle knows how ridiculous it is.
Okay.
I kind of keyed Ben up for it last night whilst we were drinking many cocktails. For those who don't know, we're about to tune in to the North Pole live because we have our magical reindeer friend Rudy, who's about to join us. Roll the music. Hello there, Rudy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Rudy. Everyone say hi to Rudy. Hi,
Hi,
Rudy.
Rudy.
Oh, Rudy.
everybody.
Have you got any like Rudy fans here that know of Rudy? Yes, we've got like yes. Yes, you're all Wii Squad, love it. Everyone's like, yes, Rudy, yes. We need to start getting you some merch, Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy, welcome back. How have you been?
I'm good, Claire. I've been really looking forward to Insomnia. I gotta admit, I'm a little starstruck, actually.
Oh, you're starstruck. How so? How come you're starstruck?
Well, I love Apex Legends and Final Fantasy XVI. I don't know if you knew this, Claire, but Santa's a big gamer. we play a lot of games together. In fact, Santa really wants to register for the next Apex Legends Global Series.
Oh, I had no idea that Santa was a gamer. It's amazing. We'll tell Santa good luck for the ALGS when he finally gets to register.
I sure will. And guess what? Santa's also been really busy with a new business venture, Claire. He wanted me to pitch something to Elle and Ben. Is that okay?
He wants to pitch something. Is that okay? Santa wants to,
Yeah.
you all right with that?
Yeah.
I mean, it is Santa.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Anything for him.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Well, Santa's releasing a new range of beauty products for gamers called Santa's Special Cream. And Santa would like Ben and Elle to endorse Santa's Special Cream. So, you know, Elle's character Horizon survives over 80 years in space, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a cream for gamers who want to look fresh and young whilst gaming all through the night.
Oh, what do you think of this cream
As Horizon or just
as yourself?
as myself? I
Which-
think this is wonderful. Anything that makes gamers, I mean, you know.
Feel fresh?
I definitely. I feel like some of us don't ever get outside, so.
Okay, right. Well, have you got something else for us then, Rudy? Is that it?
Oh, for sure. No. And then, you know, Clive Rosville, you know, he has a connection to the fire icon Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we have a cream for gamer burns.
What are gamer burns?
You know, Claire, when you've been sitting and playing games for so long, your butt starts to burn real hard. It gets all warm and sweaty.
Okay, Rudy, TMI, please. We don't need to hear you describe your burning gamer butt. Thank you very much. You're a gamer. Have you ever had gamer burns?
I have a Bernie Bum Bum all the time.
Okay.
And I think this product could not have come at a better time for me and my burning bum bum. So not only do I endorse this, I think I would use it.
Excellent. Okay. Well, Rudy, what do you want Elle and Ben to do? Right. You've described the cream, so what do you want them to do?
Great. Well, I've left a couple lines for you to pass to Ben and Elle.
Right.
If you do that, you know, if they'd say it in the camera, it'd be great help, you know, in getting the word out there about Santa spread his cream around the world, you know?
I'm sure he really does want to spread his cream around the world. Okay, I've got the lines here for you guys. There's a camera right there on the floor, right?
Yep.
So, Elle, you're going to go first.
Thank you, Elle.
There you go. And Ben second. I'll key you up. It's that camera right there.
Okay.
Okay, here we have an endorsement for Santa Special Cream. Go on, Elle.
Bum chicka boom 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 chicka boom boom. Hello, my loves. It's Elle here. Are you exhausted from a heavy night of grinding? Try Santa's Cream Mon Visage for instant results. Apply Santa's cream liberally over your tired parts and see instant results. Oh yeah, baby. Bum chicka bum 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 chicka bum bum.
Give a round of applause. Oh.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, Ben, straight
Yeah.
to camera. Go for it.
Hello, I'm Ben. I like games. Sometimes I stay up past my bedtime and play games until I get a Bernie Bum Bum. When my bum bum gets Bernie, I use Santa's Burn Soother on my Bernie bits. It makes the boo-boos go away. Santa's Burn Soother makes the Bernie Bum Bum boo-boos go bye-bye.
I would buy that.
Oh, I can retire officially. That was incredible. What do you think about that, Rudy?
It's amazing. Santa's gonna be so pleased. we'll make sure, to send you presents this Christmas.
Okay.
Got you.
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rudy. Guys, can we have a round of applause for Rudy?
Yeah,
Bye,
Rudy.
Rudy. We'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, love a bit of Rudy. Guys, there you go. Like, what do you think of Santa's special cream?
Like, to be honest, it's got a stupid name, but it sounds useful.
It does, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
I'm sold. I mean, seriously, I'm hoping I get calls later for
Yeah.
to be the official voice of this.
Yeah.
Fond visage.
Thank you very much, you guys. And now we're going to hand over to a new segment called The Scroll Hole. Okay, so this is called The Scroll Hole. Don't worry, it's not as dodgy as it sounds.
As Santa's Bernie Bum Bum.
It's nothing to do with Santa's special cream. We've put the cream away. We're over the cream. So this is the scroll hole. So what we've basically done, or what I've done, is I've looked through Elle's social media and also Ben's. And I've picked out some things I want to talk about.
Ooh.
That's okay with you. And actually, Elle, you already talked about the thing that I want to talk about.
Oh, I preempted you.
So can we have a picture? Can we have the picture on screen here? This is from, you can see the screen down there and up here. Elle, this is from your Instagram. Can you please, what's the name of this horse? Do you know?
Okay, so this is my 30-year-old Argentine. She was a polo horse. She was imported from Argentina. I do not play polo. I bought her about 10 years ago. I bought her with, I call her the horse that Halo bought because I was working on Halo 4 at the time. And much like Ben said, I was working so much that I used all of the money that I made on Halo 4 to buy her. And so in this picture, it's actually it's kind of a sad backstory, but she had a best friend who was 35. She was an Arabian horse who had just passed the day before. And we were all there, like when the horse died, we actually did a ceremony, because we did a ceremony, and I came up and she was lying down like this, and she didn't she was fine, but she was just tired, and I think she was sad. And so I just lay down with her that day and just kind of hung out with her in that very, relaxed state. And so a couple of my friends snapped some pictures because it's kind of unusual for a horse to stay down like that. But she was well. She was just, I think, exhausted. Like her mother, she's an emotional creature. So
I love that. It's absolutely wonderful.
she's actually sleeping in that picture.
Such a wonderful story. So wonderful.
Oh.
Thanks, Elle. Thank you for telling us.
Thank you for picking that.
Yeah, it was a lovely picture. Ben, I looked through your Twitter.
Oh my God.
I found something very interesting. I think if you follow Ben on Twitter, you will have seen this already. Can we roll the video, please?
Oh, Mario. You looking for Mario? Because it's a Mia. Look who it is, me. Mario. What the f*** are you looking at? It's a Mia, a Mario. Who am I? I'm a Mia, a Mario. A Mia is a Mia, and I am a Mario. Q, it's me, Mario. Who am I? I'm a Mia, a Mario. Yeah, that's right. Mimi is a mama, Mimi Mario. Mario? Yeah, that's me. Go on then. Leave. It's me, Mario. That's right. It's me, Mario. I'm not Mario, I'm just Mario. Yeah, got him.
Round of applause. Okay, tell us the story behind that. What prompted you to do that? Go for it.
If anyone who's met me in real life or knows me personally or has even seen anything of my social media presence, I'm an absolute, can I swear? King idiot. And like, I have loved being a part of this franchise because it kind of has given me a platform to speak to more people beforehand. And instead of using it for good, I use it to do this. And I think what I love about video games and being an actor in video games and understanding them is that we have a power as voices to entertain in different ways. And I'm always trying to find ways of kind of being silly with an audience. And obviously Charles Martinet had just retired. I'd got a lot of people messaging me saying, oh, Ben, you should audition for Mario. That would be funny. And so in the space of 15 minutes, I just set up my camera and then I just recorded like 3 minutes of me just saying nonsense there. And then I just edited it together in a couple of minutes, and then I put it out onto the internet, and that happened.
It went mad.
Yeah, it went mad. And last week I was at PAX, and they have Nintendo Live there. And not only did I do that, it meant that like other people had kind of like jumped on the bandwagon. So there were other amazing, Yong Ye, who's the voice actor for Kiryu in Yakuza, did his own version of Mario. We then had the entire cast of Final Fantasy XVI playing different characters in Mario. And because of that, all of the cast got to go to Nintendo Live last week and like got access to go and hang out. And I queued for an hour to get a picture in front of Mario's van from the film. And there was me like a little 5-year-old. Like literally a 5-year-old had just come out with their parents and they went, oh sir, you're next, are you? I went, yes please. And they gave me like a spanner and a plunger and there's me just, like jumping and this woman was just like really choreographing the whole thing and I thought, this is very serious. I just want one picture. But she had me jumping around and then I had people shouting to me going, yo man, it's Mario, oh my God. And I've been recognized more this weekend and the weekend before for that video than I have for the 4 years I spent grafting on Final Fantasy XVI. I put my soul into that game, and this is what my career is going to come to.
I love that. Guys, round of applause for Ben and Elle. Love it so much. Right, we've got time for a quick Q&A. If you have a question for Elle or Ben, you can stick your wee hands up. And we've got a question there. Sam, where are you? Roaming mic, Sam.
Back of the room, back of the room.
There he is. Can we have a round of applause for Sam? Back of the room, back of the room. I love how you just basically, you rose. Hello, my friend. What is your name and what's your question?
Hello, my name's Maya, and Ben, for you, what's your thoughts on the Nier franchise?
So, I played Nier Automata. I'm saying it like that. You may say it differently. That's fine. All available pronunciations are available. I love Nier Automata, and then I played Replicant maybe 2 years ago, and I adore Replicant. I got the Platinum Trophy on that, but I will say this. If you're trying to get the Platinum Trophy on Nier Replicant, you have to grow some flowers. And anyone who's played that game knows that you have to grow a lot of flowers. And I love Nier, but I do not love growing flowers with a random number generator just so you can get a white flower. But I did it because it's an amazing game. The music's amazing, the combat's brilliant, the storytelling's incredible. Yoko Taro is a mad genius. Yeah, I love it.
Thank you very much. Hands up, who's got a question for Elle? Oh, we've got a couple in the front here, Sam. Hello there. Whoever what you want to choose first, Sam's absolutely fine. Oh, yes, you look amazing again.
Thank you.
You look so good. What's your name again and what's your question?
My name is Anders.
Closer with the mic, please.
Sorry. My name is Anders, and my question is for both of you. If you could only play one game for the rest of your life, what game would you pick?
Oh, if you could only play one game, that's a great question. Thank you.
The one game that I have played the most in my life, in that I've done the most amount of playthroughs, is Resident Evil 4. Because when it first came out, I didn't have a GameCube, but I had a PlayStation 2. So that was the first game I ever played 3 times, and I was really young when that came out. And then I recently played the remake, and the way that Capcom designed their games is that you play it once and it's hard, and then you play on the hard mode, but it's easy because you have an infinite rocket launcher. And it's like, it almost becomes like an arcade, and I think it's so fun. I think all the actors in it are brilliant. I think the story is that perfect blend of like scary and camp. I love it. I love the Resident Evil franchise, but Resident Evil 4 in particular. Excellent.
Okay, what about you, Elle?
It would have to be Street Fighter all the way, because when I'm playing a game, I just want to kick people's arse. That's it. That's how I get my aggression out. I'm like,
I love it. I love it. Street Fighter, yes, and Resi 4. Thank you very much. Thank you for your question. Good question. Hello, my friend. What is your name and what's your question? Close to the mic, please.
Hi, my name's Logan, and this is a question for both of you. So you mentioned that Final Fantasy was like the dream game to be in. Apart from, obviously, your role in Mario and all the other franchises you've been in, what is your dream, apart from the ones you've already been in, what is your dream game? This is for both of you.
For both of you, what would be your dream game? Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I've always wanted to be Lara Croft.
Hell yeah. Would you guys like to see that?
Do it for us now.
I auditioned for Lara Croft like many, many years ago, and I think I got to callbacks, but clearly I'm not Lara Croft. But I still, in my old age, would like to be Lara Croft.
You could definitely do it.
I'd love to.
You could still do it.
I want to be Lara Croft, darling.
Okay, Lara Croft, what about you?
I said this a few weeks ago. I was at an amazing event called Slay Station. If you haven't heard of it, Slay Station is drag video games. They're doing a Bloodborne event coming up soon. It's going to be amazing. It was a Final Fantasy themed one, and they asked me that question, and I answered, if they ever do another sequel or they remake it, I'd love to play Raziel from Soul Reaver. Some people are like, what's a Soul Reaver? It's an amazing franchise. And I would love to get to do that. But yeah, also I'd just love to like originate another character. We're talking about it, right? You get to originate characters for the first time and build it, and build the mythos yourself is really cool. But
yes.
Thank you, that's a great question. Do we have we've got time for like one more question or a couple more? Let's try and squeeze them in. So one there. Let's do it really fast. All right, go for it. Okay, my friend, right into the mic, name and question.
Hi, it's Cameron. Could I get a question for both of you? What is the funniest person you've got to work with?
The funniest person you've had the pleasure of working with?
You can say me, it's fine.
Okay, so it's a Mia, it's a Ben Starr. No, I actually do. I just want to tell everybody, I have never met Ben before, but I genuinely think you're a lovely, wonderful,
thank you,
very entertaining and genuine person. I told him last night, I was like, you know, I saw your Mario video, and I was like, I cannot wait to meet this person. You're so funny.
I wish I could say the same for you.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's a shame. It's just you're not very nice, and that's the thing.
No, I know, I'm terrible. I'm so bad. But I did want to say that I have the pleasure of of working with Roger Craig Smith, who, if anybody knows any of Roger's work, like he's probably the funniest person I've ever met in my life. So.
You got to work with Roger Craig Smith?
Oh yeah, he's Mirage and Apex.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he's just brilliant. So.
Thanks, Elle. What about you, Ben? Funniest person you've worked with?
So I worked on a TV show for a long time with an actor called Jason Fleming.
Yes.
And Jason Fleming is not only a colleague, but a really great friend of mine now. And Jason's in like Lock, Stock and Snatch, and he's like from that Guy Ritchie stable. And he is one of the kindest, most generous humans, but he is also kind of just effortlessly funny. And so he will always find a way of cheering up your day or making a joke, even when like we are having the worst day on set. And there's a reason why he keeps getting employed. A, because he's a great actor, and B, because you just want him around on set. And he's just always the funniest guy in the room.
Oh, Jason Fleming, thank you, guys. There was another question here, and there was one at the back. We're going to try and get to you as well, and then that's it. So yes, go for it. Hello,
Hi.
what's your name? What's your question?
My name's Alex. This is a question for Ellie. What's the best username for Horizon you have heard today?
Oh my
Choose
word. Somebody came to my table earlier and said, I don't know, maybe it was Horizon's Hairy Ham. I think maybe that was the best one. I think it was someone called Alex.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's get to the back. I see you there. You had your hand up. Okay, this is the last question. Thank you very much for your patience. Hello, my friend. Right into the mic. Name and question, please.
Hi, my name's Tam. Just a quick question of... Oh, hiya. I'm just an accountant. How do I get into this job?
How do you get into what these guys are doing?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
going to do this.
You write a letter, and then they just give you stuff. It's amazing. You just like, you write it. No, we've been speaking about this a lot all weekend, about it. And I think we're here because how long have we been doing this as a career?
I'm 12 years at voiceover.
Yeah, and it just takes such a huge amount of time. We're sitting here celebrating our, a few successes that we've had. They just happen to be these games. The amount of times that we have failed is numerous. Some of the most talented actors I've ever worked with would describe their careers as a series of remarkable failures. I once saw Brie Larson go through a list of all the things she ever auditioned for, and she went, I didn't get this, didn't get this, didn't get this, didn't get this. So when I say how do you get into it, you just start slow, small steps, take some classes, figure out what you want to do, whether it's at a base level, be an actor, learn how to act, learn how to be a human being, and then pick up the technical skills. Also, be prepared to just not be an actor for most of your life. Yeah. That's how it will feel until you get to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
What about you, Elle? Want to add anything?
So, yeah, I actually do. There is, because I get asked this a lot, and so there's an incredible voice actor in the US. He's wonderful. His name is D. Bradley Baker. And he's a wonderful human in addition to being a wonderful actor. And he created a website called iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. So for anybody who wants to learn about how to get into the voice acting world, what it's like to be a voice actor, and just general tips, go to www.iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. Sponsored by D. Bradley Baker.
Thank you so much for the advice. Thank you for the question. Can we have a round of applause for all the questions, please?
I know.
That's amazing.
I know.
Thank you very much. And I want to just show our Twitch chat briefly at home if we can, because we're streaming this live on my Twitch channel right now. Can we please spam out the wee squad emotes, the love hearts, the wee lulls, whatever you want, like the yo's. Yes, I have a yo emote as well. Can we please spam them out, please? There we go. And the slipper. I see you, Bintac, in the front modding there, spamming out the slippers. Please spam out. Can we have a round of applause for the people watching at home as well? Hello, clubs. Hello there. Thanks for your sub, DW. I see you over there. Thanks, subbing from the audience as well. Thanks for your sub. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Can I say hi to Stacey?
Hi there. Hello, everyone.
You actually know someone in your...
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hi, Stacey. Hi, Stacey.
Hello, guys. Stars and Spooks. Nisha, I see you here. Danielle, Picnics, Pot Lover. Thank you very much for watching at home, and thank you very much for watching along here at Insomnia the Gaming Festival. Elle and Ben have been absolutely fantastic, and they'll be here right to the end of the day. Can we have a round of applause for them, please?
Thank you.
This has been a wee chat. That has been Elle. That has been Ben. Thanks to Rudy. Thanks to the Twitch chat. Thanks to you guys. I am Wee Claire. Thank you and good afternoon. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much.